Convention on the Rights of the Child, adopted by General Assembly Resolution 4425 of November 20, 1989. Part I, Article 1. For the purposes of this convention, a child is every human being under the age of 18, unless, according to the law applicable to that child, he or she reaches the age of majority earlier. Article 2. 1. States parties shall respect and ensure all the rights provided for in this convention for every child within their jurisdiction, without discrimination of any kind, regardless of race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other beliefs, national, ethnic or social origin, property status, condition, the health and birth of the child, his parents or legal guardians or any other circumstances. 2. States parties shall take all necessary measures to ensure the protection of the child from all forms of discrimination or punishment based on the status, activities, expressed views or beliefs of the child's parents, legal guardians or other family members. Article 3. 1. In all actions with regard to children, regardless of whether they are undertaken by public or private institutions dealing with social security issues, courts, administrative or legislative bodies, priority is given to the best interests of the child. 2. The participating states undertake to provide the child with such protection and care as is necessary for his well-being, taking into account the rights and obligations of his parents, guardians or other persons responsible for him under the law, and to this end take all appropriate legislative and administrative measures. 3. States parties shall ensure that institutions, services and bodies responsible for the care or protection of children comply with the standards established by the competent authorities, in particular in the field of safety and health and in terms of the number and suitability of their personnel, as well as competent supervision. Article 4. States parties shall take all necessary legislative, administrative and other measures to implement the rights recognized in this convention. With regard to economic, social and cultural rights, states parties shall take such measures to the maximum extent of their available resources and, if necessary, within the framework of international cooperation. Article 5. States parties shall respect the responsibilities, rights and obligations of parents and, where appropriate, members of the extended family or community, as provided for by local custom, guardians or other persons legally responsible for the child, to properly manage and guide the child in the exercise of the rights recognized by this convention and to do so in accordance with the developing abilities of the child. Article 6. 1. States parties recognize that every child has an inalienable right to life. 2. The participating states shall ensure, to the maximum extent possible, the survival and healthy development of the child. Article 7. 1. A child is registered immediately after birth and from the moment of birth has the right to a name and to acquire citizenship, as well as far as possible, the right to know his parents and the right to their care. 2. States parties shall ensure the exercise of these rights in accordance with their national legislation and the fulfillment of their obligations under relevant international instruments in this field, in particular, if otherwise. Article 8. 1. States parties undertake to respect the right of the child to preserve his or her identity, including nationality, name and family ties, as provided for by law, without allowing unlawful interference. 2. If a child is unlawfully deprived of part or all of the elements of his or her identity, the participating states shall provide him or her with the necessary assistance and protection to restore his or her identity as soon as possible.